Hello there and good afternoon, ladies and journals. So we have got for your delight and delectation today a rather fine Melody Maker Flying V, which we will have a look at. Usual kind of thing. I'll let you listen to it with a musical setting, we'll have a listen to the pickup, and we will have a jolly good look round it and prod it and see if it makes a noise. So, oh, by the way, if you think that these are a toy or some kind of lesser instrument than any of the hardcore Gibson stuff, well, have a listen to this. Well, this should be pretty quick. There's just one pickup, one volume control, so here it is. Yes, so there we go. Fabulous right throughout the neck, all nice and intonated correctly and super low action. Right, come on, let's have a look round it. What are you waiting for? So, for 1 year only, 2011, they did a Melody Maker Flying V and an Explorer. And I think they're a fairly similar construction. These have a maple body and mahogany neck, which is absolutely fine. You know, nice and not heavy. And they have got standard Gibson scale, 22 frets. What you've got there is a Seymour Duncan HB something or another, 104 I think. You've got a wrap-around bridge there, and astonishingly the intonation is absolutely bang on. Amazing. And we've got, yes, we've got the typical Flying V headstock, same kind of Gibson truss rod cover as you have on its big brother, the proper fully fledged grown-up Flying V, which we're going to have a look at in a second. Around the back here we have got Gibson Deluxe Clusen style tuners, and of course you can tell that the head dimensions are rather more diminutive than the regular V, because of course it actually the tuning machines actually conceal to a degree the either year it was born or parts of the Gibson USA stamp. And so The fretboard is, of course, not rosewood, even though it might look like it. This is baked maple. They use baked maple on a couple of the other Gibsons. For example, on the L6 reissue, the baked maple was used there as a fretboard. And yeah, and the thing that I do like about these, as much as anything, is this. I mean, you've seen me go right up here. The access to fret 22 is just astonishingly easy. I have a real particular fondness for this style of guitar. So yes, so you've got to set mahogany neck into the maple body. All of your gubbins are mounted on the scratch plate here, and this is in fact a Duncan Seymour humbucker, and it's pumping out an absolutely astonishing 16, which is, you know, that's dirty fingers territory. So loads and loads and loads and loads of power. And for my money, generally speaking, I use the bridge pickup and I have everything flat out. It's very, very rare that I would mess around with the tone control. I just have everything on absolutely 11. And so really, for people like me who just want a noisy guitar that's dead easy to play, and by the way, this is really easy to play. You can hardly feel that you've got it on, but it's got that, it's a Gibson, it's got that Gibson-ness about it. And that is it. This particular intro, to say this is from 2011, I've been all over this guitar and I cannot see a single flaw, mark or defect on it. It's absolutely, I would describe it as being mint. I suspect it spent most of its life in its bag, because when I change the strings, there's not even an indent on the frets. There's nothing. Oh, and by the way, the frets are so level, and people moan about the fret finishing, but maybe it's just me, but I can't find anything wrong with it at all. And this is if you don't want to get involved with the money for a fully blown Flying V, and you don't want that massive weight around your neck, these are just great, so powerful. And of course you've got the kudos on the headstock there. Mini button tuners like you'll see on melody makers, and in many ways I suppose it's a bit of a junior really, in the respect that, of course, these were in 2011 £500, and so they were aimed very much at people who were on a tight budget but who still wanted Gibson looks, feel and quality. So let's just have a quick look, a quick compare with its big brother. So the first thing that is immediately evident is look at the size of their head there, and again on the body, the Gibson Flying V that isn't the melody maker, this chap, but it's without even getting the tape measure out, you can tell just at a glance that it is a fair old bit wider, as is the headstock, as is the rest of the body, and it's taller too. It's a good couple of inches taller, and weight-wise, this is, I would say, at least a kilogram lighter. So yes, if you have difficulties with heavy guitars, but you still want a proper Gibson that sounds like a proper Gibson, I mean, you could put a Gibson humbucker in it. It would be very, very easy to do. Everything's so easy to get at, because, as I say, it's all mounted on this plate. You could, if you wanted, because I think there's enough room in there, you could, of course, put a tone control in as well, if you were that way inclined. Personally, I wouldn't change a single thing about it. The string lights on the deck, it's one of the easiest guitars I've ever played, and I actually, looking at the inlays, I don't know if they're motos, mother of, no, mots, is it anyway, whatever, mother of toilet seat. But they actually do look quite iridescent, so they could well be either nacre or mother of pearl. Well, what a lovely, lovely, lovely clean thing. Now, so, if you are in the market for buying one of these, if you can find one of the things, because there just don't seem to be any about, then obviously you are going to look for the usual things, cracks, dent repairs, paint missing. This one I would describe as mint. And because they were aimed at the student market, you're likely to find many abused models out there. So just, you know, have a look round that neck heel joint there where the neck meets the body. Make sure that that's all intact. Just make sure the thing works. Usual kind of things to look out for. You're looking for bits missing, and although quite honestly the hardware will probably cost you about £8 to replace. So thumbs up from me. These are great little guitars. They're great little do-everythingers. More probably particularly aimed at the rock market. So get yourself a nice Gibson Melody Maker Flying V. They're superb. And yes, my cousin from the States. That's my cousin from An Ocean Away Music. That's An Ocean Away Music. He's been looking for something lighter, and were he not in sunny Southern California, jammy so-and-so, then I would imagine that he'd probably want to take this off me, because it's rocky, it looks great, especially in the white. I like it in the white. And it's not going to put any strain on your back, while still sounding superb. So that's it from me and the little Melody Maker, and it's been lovely seeing you. So I'll say adios amigos and ta-ra.